Yeah. Hi, I'm Katie,
I'm Bailey.
and today we're doing onions. We are going to get them to root, and then later on in later videos, we're going to put them in dirt. Um, these ones I got on sale, actually I got a bunch of them, like bunches of them. We were supposed to use them for Thanksgiving, which was a couple days ago, and I used a few and that was it, but I got them on sale. So what you're going to need to do is find a container. I'm using something that I had laying around because I reuse. But we're going to look at each and every one of them. Any ones that have a bad tip, hopefully you can see it. I don't know if you can see if that's how bad damage that is. You're going to snip it off. Always put it someplace that you can reuse it. I'm going to compost it. And this has got a nice root on it. It started. But you're going to keep it in your little bucket thingy, whatever you choose to use. You're going to keep it in there. And before you start like cutting stuff off and everything, you want it to sit for a couple days. You don't want to stress it, basically. These are alive. Not that they feel a whole lot of pain, but that's a whole other video and everything. But they'll get better with time if you don't mess with them right away. A lot of people are like, oh, look at that stuff grow, blah, 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 let's cut it. You really don't want to do that. I've learned that in the past. Just let it sit. Let it do its thing. Even like this little tip right here, you can see how it's kind of wilted. We're just going to take just a little bit off, put it with the composting, and just let it sit. And I'm going to fill this completely up with water. I'm going to empty it about every 2 days. We're going to mark the date, which it is the 28th. So we're going to do 11, 28, 15. The girls are coming back with ice. But here in a couple days, we'll dump the water out. I have found out with onions that I've done previously, if you let the water sit too much, first of all, it's going to stink, and it's really stinky. Second of all, you get these little micro worms. I don't know what they are, and I don't mind worms at all. I just don't want to in my water. I don't know if it damages anything or anything else like that, but it's disgusting. I don't know how else to explain it. I just don't care for it. There's the Julie Sue.
Hey, little girl. Time to go.
And somebody's a little upset. It's just onions. You've done 1,000 times before. Yeah, so I love it in the room. But that's what you're going to do. I don't have like a high test camera or anything. So I'm going to do this with Bailey, and now Julie's back. We're going to do it with Julie. If you see her in the same shirt as other videos, it's because I changed. I kind of got kind of cold. Thank you. My other one is here too. I kind of got cold. We don't just live in these same clothes. It was just, I have time today to get some videos done, so we're doing it. And so, yeah, we do change our clothes quite often, at least once a week. I'm kidding. But yeah, we'll do part 2 on this after we get these cut down so you can see them. I'll show you a couple more dead ones before, ones that have been damaged that you need to cut. Here's another one. These ones are not that bad, and they have really nice roots on them. If you see ones that are cut past there, I would separate them and put them in a different container. and see if they'll sprout roots. I've had it work in the past sometimes, not very often, but sometimes. Those ones you can dehydrate and call it good. But the ones that have the roots on them, put them in one container. The ones that don't, put them in a different one and see what happens. And always remember to change out the water. This is another damaged one, if you can see right there. So we're going to cut right down here. We don't want to cut past here. We don't want to cut as much as we don't have to. Like I said, you're going to give it shock. It's already in a lot of shock. They cut it, they put it in these plastic stuff. Then we throw them. Yeah, sometimes they have rubber bands around them. Cut the rubber bands, don't keep them in the stock, let them breathe. Now they've been sitting in my fridge. I mean, they've been going through a lot in the last couple weeks since they sprouted and everything. But these little things grow really, really fast. And what I like to do with them, I like to dehydrate them. Also, I like to cut them by and just cut them. And we put them in a lot of the eggs. Bailey does a lot of our cooking. He's 14 and he's an awesome chef. Julie does some cooking too. She's 11. And but yeah, I like them fresh. I like them dehydrated. Dehydrating them, you can throw them in soups, and then they just pop back up, and they give awesome, awesome flavor. But I've never put them in dirt. This is going to be my first time. After we get a nice root system going, then we're going to put them in dirt and see how well they go. I was told that they actually taste better and they're a lot sweeter onion if you do it that way. So we're going to see. Like I said, this is all trial and error, and see how well it works for us, because this is our journey. So we'll make another video here in a little bit. I'll show you how much stuff that was damaged and how much we cut off. A little bit is better than cutting off a huge amount. So stay tuned for part 2. Bye.
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 I'll know it.